This history-making occasion, we certainly hope, as far as Australians are concerned. The team is there with Terry Fay in, and so too Chris Anderson, the coach Frank Stanton. The Great Britain side going out, led out by their captain George Nichols, who was our man of the match in last Saturday's New South Wales Great Britain game. Probably the strongest Great Britain side we've seen so far, as we welcome in Keith Barnes to the comment. 20-25 kilometres. But as everybody knows, the Sydney Cricket Ground is a funny place as far as winds are concerned. It seems to gust up and do some very funny things, doesn't it, Keith Barnes?
Yes, it certainly does, but that was a bad mistake there by Casey with Raudonikis. He came in, and if it's on replay, you can probably pick it out for yourself what exactly happened, but that only compounds the situation where Fairbairn feigned to find the line, doesn't it?
Well, there it is on replay. Penalties at the 8th minute of the match. Greg Hartley. 2-all. It's Edie. Picked up by Fairbairn and driven to play it to Manly teammate Alan Thompson. Ray Price. Norton the tackler, and Woods coming in with a swinging arm. Ward didn't miss it either. Caution on the run. This is Rod Morris. Bustling inside the 22. Playing it back to Terry Fay. He may go himself, Fay. No, he passes to Raudonikis. On to Thompson. Flick pass to Boyd. Thompson, a beautiful ball man. Serves them up all over the park. Raudonikis, Young. And Craig Young gets his pass to Paponis. On to Boyd. Boyd stands and offloads to Rogers. Rogers! Can he score? No, he's lost it. And referee Ward ruling the ball went forward. Completion, and that is going to be something ultra-modern in rugby league as Fairbairn finds touch. 11 metres out from the 22 line on the Australian end. Ward tackled low by Paponis, and here's Ward. Let's see that on the replay if we can. Raudonikis. Thompson. Cronin. Here comes Boyd. Tackler was Norton and Gratian. This is Rod Morris. I think in the 3 tests, Keith, Rod Morris hasn't received the credit that he probably should have.
Oh, he's a wonderful player, very tight forward, blocks that middle of that ruck and going all the time, both in attack and defence. I agree with what you say. He's had a wonderful season. He's played 2 great test matches and also had a great season with Balmain.
Cronin off a short ball from Raudonikis and got a pass away to Price. And Price looks for the line. Short. That man bursting up on the left was Thompson. Out quickly to Rogers. Rogers to Edie. And the fullback has scored 10 metres to the right of the uprights. Thompson, Young. Price picked up nicely. Around one. Around a second. Taken to ground. A few metres out from the quarter line. Raudonikis, Thompson, ready. A hush seems to come over the crowd every time Rod Reddy gets a touch of the ball. Boyd. He'll play it to Paponis. Raudonikis calling for it on the left. Rogers looking for the man of the match. Colour television from General. Rod Morris up the centre. Only knows one way to go. Last tackle now for the green and golds. Raudonikis, Paponis. And he got a ball down. And it's Great Britain in possession. Raudonikis, Craig Young. Rogers. Rogers! Over the halfway. Got the kick in. Ward saw Rogers knocked over in the back play. He ruled play on and booted over the dead ball line by Evans. And received the hamper and the digital watch as bonuses with your rental or purchase. 648-0100 is the telephone number. Eadie now. Raudonikis. That's Cronin. One-handed pass back to Price. Oh! Referee Ward giving the penalty to Australia. And back chatting. Touch judge in. This test is... Norton now playing it back to Redfern. Gets a kick in straight to Terry Fay. Oh, coming in late, Casey. On to Great Britain's side of halfway. Terry Fay taking it up. About 5 or 6 metres. Playing it back to George Paponis. This is Craig Young. Young! A good run by the St George prop. And galloping away is Ray Price. And Price scores Australia's second try. 12-0 is the scoreline now. And can Mick Cronin reach his 13 required to break the Lewis Jones record? He's 5 away from it now.
And let's not forget there's $100 a point incentive too.
Price again. Penalty to Australia. Raudonikis getting in for his tuppence worth. Punches are thrown. Nichols is firmly entangled in the middle of this. As players separate their teammates. I know it's probably not a time to be laughing, but I do laugh at Tommy Raudonikis. He always gets in there for his tuppence worth. And I think, Greg Hartley, it might be an opportune time just to get a quick comment from you.
Ray, I think Tommy thought to himself, well, this is the last opportunity he's got to belt an Englishman, and he didn't muck around.
Swarming all over them, hitting very hard in the tackle.
Redfern. Paponis for Australia. Rod Reddy going towards the scoreboard corner. Gives it to Boyd. Boyd will score, yes! Oh, Rod Reddy got a one-handed ball. Raudonikis feeding it. Penalty, Great Britain. Raudonikis and Redfern. And so the test match again comes to a rather abrupt halt. Redfern, Nichols, and the Australians in there, ready with a chop. Ward. Les Boyd is injured for Australia. Grayson taken to ground. Raudonikis. Over the top, Raudonikis. Let's see it. Tap taken by Paponis, given to Young. Young barging towards the line, a couple of metres out. Paponis could go himself, does. Force back. Rod Morris coming in, driving the captain, trying to get him across. Morris, held by Norton. Raudonikis calling for it, so is Young. Young's got it. Beautifully given to Reddy. Reddy scores! Oh, what a pass by Craig Young. Terry Fay almost lost it. And there he goes, the big South Sydney winger with a good run. Back to the halfway. Boyd. Well, they've got themselves $2,200 from the Australian Rugby League, $100 a point. And I think there's more coming. Rogers, Reddy, Price. Price slithering out of 2 tackles, giving it back on the inside to Reddy, floating it over the top to Rogers. Rogers is down 10 metres outside the quarter. It's from Paponis to Raudonikis to Thompson, now to Eadie, and the big man back to Thompson onto Boyd. Boyd looks for Anderson, calls him on the inside. Great passing by Australia. Away from Rhodonicus. Thompson, now Cronin. Cuts out Reddy. It's out to Rogers. This is Eadie. That's Terry Fay. 15 metres out. They're really making this ball sing at the moment. Rogers, the bomb. Fairbairn being tested. He's grounded it. Beautiful take by Fairbairn.
Certainly great football by Australia, though, the way they were able to keep the ball alive there. Everyone looking to get into the game, and quick movement of the ball, and an English player injured on the far side of the ground. But it was a well-placed bomb there by Rogers, and equal to the occasion was Fairbairn. He took the ball very safely under pressure and went under in a very heavy Australian tackle. But Australia really after points now, and I think they're going to stretch this Great Britain defence even more in these remaining, 19 minutes or so.
So the English trainer giving some attention to, it looks like Steve Evans to me. Yes, it's Steve Evans, 21-year-old winger. The dropout, a big one. 50 metres on the fly. Chris Anderson also on the fly, and now taking it right back. Good run by the Canterbury winger. Son-in-law of the Australian manager, Peter Moore. Into touch. Price up the top. Redfern. Ball. Gratian. Now to Hughes. Taken by Reddy.
Up any likely looking gaps that could have eventuated or could appear.
So this is Fairbairn. Now Hogan. Taken by Cronin, but he got his pass away to Redfern. He's lost it. Rogers has got it for Australia. Given to Terry Fay. Fay's over the halfway. Fay looking for support and is tackled on the quarter line. Thompson, Rhodonicus, Reddy. Picked up by Cronin. The attack jolted. Got his pass away, Cronin, to Rhodonicus. The little man's inside the quarter, back to Price. And a punch went in there. Price is in agony there as he plays that ball. Rhodonicus, Thompson, Rogers. Bit of a jostle up between Ward and Rogers. Bit of headbutting, it looks like.
Woods is the player he's calling over. I think he sent someone off. Well, he's sending Norton off the field, Ray.
Norton, is it? Yes, well, that's for the incident involving Norton and Rogers. My apologies to David Ward. As you can see, Steve Norton, or you will in a few seconds' time, Steve is getting a bit thin on top, and so is David Ward. So working the scrum as Redfern. Australian ball. Thompson, Rhodonicus. Penalty to Australia. Well, here it is. As the timepiece indicates, we're 5 minutes out. Alan Redfern. Touch of Cumberland throw there. Nichols. Holmes. Woods. Away from Cronin. Taken by Thompson. Oh. Woods. By gee, he's come under the microscope.
I can't work it out how he's still on the field, to be honest.
To be quite honest, Keith, I was going to offer the same comment.
Well, out of the series with any credit, because from a personal point of view, he's had a reasonably good tour.
So Cronin brings up the flags, and the siren sounds. The series is over. Australia 28, Great Britain 2. And Australia have won the series 3-0, creating a record for the Australians. Never before have they been able to beat Great Britain 3-0. They've also become the highest point-scoring side in Test series against Great Britain, running up 86 points in the series.
Man of the match has really cleaned up in the series. Ray Price, the Parramatta captain, has won from General, the colour television. And Ray, congratulations, a magnificent effort.
Thanks very much, Ray.
It's been a very profitable day. You won the Toots KB Man of the Match, 300, now the General colour television.
Oh, they're just all bonuses. I think the main thing, we got the 3-block Test series. That's all we were after, you know. The others are just by the by, you know.
Ray, tell me, was that the hardest of the 3 tests?
Well, yeah, the Englishmen seem to have a lot more in their tackling this time. Plus, I think the centre being so sloppy and slippery, it's sort of brought us down a couple of pegs and made it a lot easier for them. But it was very hard, and this time we had the full 80 minutes instead of last test. It was only 40 minutes of concentration.
Ray, again, congratulations. Kevin Humphreys, you're a very happy president. It seems pretty obvious. Ray, I'm told, has won some other award, a very important one.
Yes, Ray has won the Harry Sunderland Medal, which is given for the player of the series, the Australian player of the series in Great Britain Test matches in Australia. Ray has had an outstanding series, as indeed the whole team has. It was a very hard thing for the judges to pick one out, but Ray thoroughly deserves it, and we're proud of him and every other member of this team.
Well, Kevin, it's been a record-breaking day. They've become the highest point-scoring team in a series against England. Mick Cronin's beaten Lewis Jones's individual record. Is there anything else we can break?
No, I don't think there's anything else we can break. All that we can do is keep celebrating and congratulating the lads that made it possible for us, each and every one of them.
Right, we might break a bottle of champagne and crack a Toots KB.
Well, plenty of Toots KB, because they've been a big part of it also. They're great sponsors, and we're proud and happy to be associated with them, Ray.
OK, Kev, thanks for
talking. Thank Channel 10 for their wonderful telecast as well.
Thank you, Kevin. Ray, congratulations again.
Thanks very much.
And to tell